bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave you everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice of the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
Hurt! 19, 18! Dragon 60! Go!
To throw right away, here's Milrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. It's second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Victorious, 17-18, right in!
Milrow throwing on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Buffalo 18! Cup 19!
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Again, it's Milrow. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready? 60. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Ready?
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. This way.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
RPO and the quick hit to Smith and Jigba. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup with 5 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Milrow to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Run the check.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
3rd down, they need 5.
Go! Panther 60. Ready, right?
On the handoff, this is Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Ready?
Walker. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger. Ready? Let go.
They'll run with Walker. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
Down at the 31. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They're down and 3. He'll look to throw. This one intercepted. saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Martin Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd down and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Milrow now off the bootleg. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Milrow. The throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Play action, it's Milrow. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Come on, come on.
On play action, Milrow. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Ready, ready.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. To the air, it's Milrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
That's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he will go forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Milroe. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, here's Milroe. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A short game, down to the 7.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. One more time with Walker. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal.
The 6-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Ready, set. Come on, set. Bronco 80.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up. Kind of Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Seahawks stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. Throwing is Milroe. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Now it's Milroe. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This taken at the 5.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, break.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 7, Hawk 7, cut 19, cut 19. Chap 60, chap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. And he will score. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are able to cut into the deficit. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken around the 11th. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, Smash! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Panther 11! Panther 11! Dragon 60!
On 3rd down, Milroe. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle to gain a 43 yards.
And this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Milrow. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Milrow. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 65 jack, 65 jack.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Cowboy 80.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Like the 18. Here we go. Like Dragon 60. Take go.
They'll look to throw yet again. On the run to the right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Milrow now off the bootleg. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Alert! Alert!
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hold the ready!
They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Steady,
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's close to the goal line. He won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
So first things first, you want to make sure that you pick up a fresh set of downs. He does that. Of course, he would have loved to have gotten the touchdown, but got a feeling he's going to get another shot here, this time from the 1.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
They'll go with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready,
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal.
70 Lions! Check go!
They'll try to run. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Philadelphia. Very big touchdown there makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
18 Rattler. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficit down a bit further.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This fielded at about the 9. Yeah! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Crack all 80!
Now Milrow on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Warriors 17! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
From the shotgun, it's Milrow taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And these guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming, they knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with Milrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 49. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Go.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. That is hot in the middle of the end zone. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
Ready? Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is caught by Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2. At the 36.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they would.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.